And hello everybody, welcome to my 1000 subscriber special. It's your lovely Zupersonic. And first of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone. I never ever thought I would be able to receive this achievement. It's a really huge achievement, 1000 subscribers, so I'd like to thank each and every one of you. You all amazing. And what would I be without you? Then I would be just a random Dutch guy talking to himself and no one would be able to enjoy it and I will get laughed at. Maybe do it. But for now you're probably wondering, why do we see your desktop? We'll talk about that background for a later bit. Yeah, well, if you remember 500 subscribers ago, you will see the clip in this second right now.
How do I think I'll make a separate video of that to show you in detail how it records things step for step. I think that's a better idea. Yeah, we'll do that. So in the future, hopefully, if I remember myself to, in the future, make a video about how I record stuff. Ooh, I probably remember that.
Yeah, so I thought it was a good idea to, explain how I make my videos and perhaps how to make my menus and videos and stuff. So I guess that's a good idea and we'll explain it right now. So what you see right here is my desktop. And I will move this to here. It would just popped it out of nowhere. Guess! Yeah, because I have two monitors, and this is actually the reason why I had to re-record this, because I already recorded it, but the other time I also recorded my extra other monitor, but for some reason Camtasia wanted to do that and like error kaboom, and then I had to re-record it again, but no worries. What you see right here is record pad. This is what I use to record my, the audio. You can see this line moving back and forth while I am talking. It's pretty interesting. And this is what I use for my audio and for my voice and stuff. And now what I use for the recording is the AVS video recorder, which you can see right here. AVS video recorder, and as you can see right now, there's stuff. Okay, what you can see right now is the PlayStation menu, because I've plugged my Dazzle in the PlayStation. As you can see, I am moving, but this is a slight delay. The AVS video recorder is completely free. You can just go on Google and type in AVS video recorder, you can get it downloaded for free. It's a pretty good recorder, it doesn't drop any frames, so that's pretty good. You can change the sync if you like, just to advanced settings and everything, but it's pretty amazing. So that's what I use to record. So what I basically do is just line these up, press start recording and press the record button on this, and then sync them up, which I will show later. But for now I'm gonna get rid of this because the cable is running right through in front of my feet. So you will hear this now that the thing is going to be unplugged. There we go. Now I shall turn off my PlayStation 3, which I also do now, which you can or cannot hear that, but okay. Well, see, basically the deal with the cables and everything. In my PlayStation there are component cables, like the red, white and the yellow cable, right? Now these go into the back of your PlayStation, and the other side of the component cables, instead of going into the back of my TV, they are going to a splitter. And you're asking, why are going in the splitter? So that I can record from the same channel as the PlayStation. Normally you wouldn't have any choice and it will be just stuck there. Just save like the splitter, like for every one of them, one splitter for the red, one splitter from yellow, and one splitter for the white. And the other side of the splitter, the first side is the PlayStation, the other side are also component cables, and these go into my Dazzle. So we got two sets of component cables. One goes in my Dazzle and one goes in my PlayStation. And these component cables get put together in the splitter and to the back of my TV. And these go into my Dazzle, and my Dazzle has a USB stick which goes right in the front of my PC, which is quite amazing. Now I shall move this, which oh no, the screen's moving, help me! Well, now it's gone now. You cannot see it anymore. Okay, where were we? We are explaining how to make the videos. I've showed you how to record the sound and the video, so I guess normally what I do is go to virtual DAW right here and open the video. Like open the video and go to, let's say Sonic 31. and it's now just MPEG file, just creating the video MPEG plugin. You need the MPEG plugin for if you wanna compress this video file into a reasonable size, because I don't know how big it is right now, so gotta take a look. I'm going to the wrong file. Where do you think you're going? Well, I need to go to my videos, and it's now, let's take a look, 803 MB. If you compressing can be like half of it, that's pretty amazing. So then you go to filters, add, and deinterlace. Remove scalar artifacts from interlaced video parts based on a Yedif deinterlacing algorithm by Michael Niedermayer. Interesting. And then you go to blend fields. That is done. Now, if you have downloaded that MPEG codec, which you also download for free on the interwebs, go to compression and select XVids MPEG 4 codec, which is okay. And this will create a small size video file. But what I've recently discovered, which is a much easier way, if you have Sony Vegas, but this is the way for people who don't have Sony Vegas. So you can use it like this. You can compress it and then save as AVN and Sonic 31. So that's pretty easy enough, would you say so? Yeah. So we did the interlacing, but let's just say I record the voice and everything with this program right here. But in my microphone it doesn't, have any noise, but instead of that garbling stuff, but it's part of the microphone. It's where you have trouble with it. Cannot be fixed. Yeah, sure. Okay, now if you wanna, we stop that. Yeah, that's basically see. Oh, I downloaded this for new, though, because my computer crashed and I had to almost crash, and I almost had to re-record everything again. But thankfully, I could. I managed to get it back, and now everything is back again. Had to do a few adjustments though. Now let's just say you have noise on you. So I'm like recording right there. This part like there, I'm recording this, and you can see that because in these whoa lines. Now, if you listen back, it should be there's no noise. Corner right there. This part like there, I'm recording this, and you can see that because in this. Well, it's no noise, but say this is right noise. Normally, this you see like a or that. Go to effects, remove the noise, and get the profile of the noise. Then go to let's take a look. It's like an edit thing, blah, sort of. Well, not right here, but you also can select all, or just Control A, which is much easier. Then go to Moist Removal again, for Moist Removal, remove noise removal, there we go, and then you can a little bit mess around with this to get the best out of your noise removal. And if it's all correct, you can listen to an example right here if it's correct, and you can just click OK, and there should be no noise anymore. Which is pretty helpful, because you wouldn't like to hear the constant in the background. That's pretty annoying. So that's a good tip for beginning LPers. So try to remove the noise from your audio. It's pretty easy to do. Now we don't need this anymore. Now let's go into, we've done the recording, the audio. Whoa! The audio and the deinterlacing and noise removal. So now we move on to Sony Vegas. Right here. Ah, yes, very interesting. Which is, I would say to myself. Now, what I discovered recently is how to get 1080p on my video quality on my videos. I used a certain video on YouTube. I forgot what it was, but hopefully I can see somewhere around here what the project properties is. Let's say I use a different template, like keep all of this frame rate and best blend fields, audio, sort of a different stuff. Like, I guess you could explain a little bit better. So you go to, well, this is my personal thing. It depends if you have PAL or NTSC region. Well, I have the PAL region because, I'm from Europe. Best blend fields, you could just leave this, all of this, 1000, and best in 44100. So let's just say we want to edit a shadow part, because that requires a lot of editing. So then we open a video file, import media. Be sure you are in project media. If you go to Explorer, then it will show like this. It could work too as well. Let's go to import media, and these are the pictures. We'll get into that later. Go to videos, and select Shadow 32. Like for now, you see right here that it's rendering to create the building spikes for that you can edit it. Well, meanwhile, we can also select the Shadow 32 from this, and also the openings and endings and menus. Like I have the opening and ending for Shadow right here, just pre-rendered and everything. It's pretty easy. Now, just add the intro to the timeline, so you can see it right here. Looks pretty nice, would you say? So I would say so. It looks pretty nice. Looks high rouge. Okay, now what I usually do is go to sound effects and do it -12. If I was to leave it like this, then it would be freaking loud and everyone's ears would be deaf. Or you would get deaf. Now let's move Shadow 32 right on the timeline here. Make sure it's on video and the music, the audio is on music, because we're going to use the voice for, you know, our voice. Now we're going to zoom in a little bit and move this to about 15 seconds. Or milliseconds, 15 seconds. Milliseconds. 15 milliseconds. So that you can, that's the easiest way I blend in my audio. It's usually synchronized at 50 seconds, so we put the audio right here. As you can see, this does almost look like a part, but what we also want to do is make the game audio a little bit less loud, so let's put it like -10. Or 9.1, 9.5. Let's put it like this. And now you got like a beginning part right here. But you seem to notice that there's a giant outline of this, and it's not totally widescreen. Let's easily fix it if you go to click the right mouse button and go to Video Event Pan/Crop. Here you can see the thing what is happening over here. First of all, you want to take a look at the source that says maintain aspect ratio. We want to change it to no. So now it's, you know, stretched to the widescreen. But you can also see there's a giant black box on the outside. What you want to do with this is drag this into the middle. And then change it a little bit so it's perfectly fine. But if you do that, you can do that all the time. Or you can just create a preset, which I've done this here before. A preset of shadow. So now you can see it's totally widescreen and full and everything. And you can see a little sneak preview of the next shadow. What? Sneaky preview. Sneaky. But what I usually do to make it look a little bit nice, let's say let's go to SPO because he's awesome. Shadow, thank you for your help, most of the time, you know what I always do is go to color corrector and choose Studio RGB to computer RGB. If you take a look at the color, looks way more nice than before. I'm gonna show you. If you press Ctrl Z, you can undo it. Ctrl Y. See, it looks more colorful and less, you know, sort of graspy-ish. Now what I also do is sharpen it a little bit. I go to medium, and then it looks pretty sharp, wouldn't you say so? It looks pretty nice. You can also see that if you do this Ctrl Z and Ctrl Y. It looks way sharper. It looks also way nicer. And you can see that over here as well. It looks way nicer than before. Now then, we got the we did the video thing, but we also want to add on the menus. So that's basically on my C. I know what rank I'm going to get for this, so that's if I know what rank I'm going to get for this, I'm gonna add the menus in beforehand. So that's sort of a spoiler if you're watching the videos. Okay, let's just say I want to add a menu right here. So we go zoom in until the screen is black, like the screen is black. Then we're gonna, if you press the S button, you'll split the video, and you will do it twice just before we enter the level, like right here, right here. So we delete this, move this a little bit over here, so we have more space for this. Go to Project Media and import the audio file for the this time in the ... we are going to do ... which is the ... side. Well, I'm not sure if this 06 I still need to rename them, sort of. But so let's take a listen and see if this is the correct one which I want to use. This time in the Sky Troops, we're going to follow Dr. Robotnik. It is not. Nope, it's the wrong one from the previous part which didn't make it because, you know, I got a B rank. If not, then, well, sport for you. Okay, let's move 6 and 7. This should be the right one. Let's take a listen just to be sure. This time on the Mad Matrix, we're going to follow Black Doom, which is correctly. And this time, what? No, that's correctly. We're going to actually follow Black Doom in this mission. So what you see, I've got the lights the audio right here, but you see there is no video. There's nothing. Nothing at all. So this is where the pictures come in. So let's go to pictures right here. And as you can see, I've got a totally amount of pictures right here. From the main menu button to the text and reviews and love videos and other subscribe button and stuff. I also have these pre-rendered if you go to LP opening /ending/menus. Here I've got all of the menus and all of the missions we want to have. But for this we have Map Matrix, so I'm not sure we're going to. It's an alphabetical order. So let's click on Map Matrix right here. So let's select that Map Matrix and put this right on this timeline and stretch out a little bit. Well, in this mission we're actually going to follow Black Doom, which I just said. So we're going to back to the Shadow the Hedgehog, and you can select the picture of Black Doom, or you can also select this one, but I most of the time use this one, Doom's Eye. And put this right, well, not yet. You can see where you can get these pictures, you ask. Well, it's pretty easy if you go to Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic Retro. This is also where I get the information on all the A ranks and all the amount of the points for an A rank. You can see right here the list of the rankings right here. So I just basically, if I want to record like that this time, we're going to do. Let's just say we were going to do Space Gadget Hero, which I know that a Sonic getting chaos comes. So for instance, this time on the Space Gadget, we're going to follow Sonic, which is the hero side, and we need to get the Chaos Emerald within 5 minutes. And the amount of points for an Emerald is 34,000 points. You can see it right here. It's pretty easy, and also for the bosses right here, what the amount of time is for the bosses, which is also pretty handy. And if you go scroll all the way down, you can see the picture which we can use, like all the pictures of Shadow and Sonic and Friends and Black Doom and everyone right here. And this is also a really great site if you want to get some info of your favorite Sonic series. This is also actually the website where they use for getting all the amount of A rank points for Sonic Adventure 2. This is also the website I use for the amount of points. To also say that if, oh, where is it? Let's take a look. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. It doesn't say anything right here, but if you go all the way down, let's just say we want to know what the A rank amount of points for an A rank is in Crazy Gadget. Let's go take a look at the right. You can see the amount of points. It's really easy, and the amount of time. Let's say for the third mission we need to within 5 minutes we gotta find the last Chow, which is really helpful and also some pretty useful information. So if you want to go for your yes, Sonic needs to go to Sonic. I was not getting paid to say this. Just free advertising. Okay. But for now, let's just take a listen where we need to put the Black Doom figure. This time on the Map Matrix, we're going to follow. Just before I say Black Doom, I'm gonna drag this right over here and put it a little bit to the left so you can actually make it fade in instead of bloop, here he is. But you seem to notice, well, everyone with eyes seem to notice, well, he's got only one eye, so joke's on him, that he's way too big for the screen. Well, let's easily fix it, go right here to the track motion. And you can drag this a little bit down to the left and make it so that it's pretty small and just fits perfectly right over here. So if correctly, this should be fine. We're going to follow Black Doom, which is the... Now, as I say, this is the dark side. For this I have a pre-made text, which is, yeah, because my computer crashed, so all of my presets were gone, so you seem to notice that most of these are changed for a little bit or all around changed. I might just take a look at the previous design to make it as good as possible. Most of them I have pretty much back to the original. I think this is how the original looked for the most part. We don't need to change anything about this, so we're just going to leave it at the dark side. So that right here is the dark side, and we need to activate it. Well, we need to activate all bombs, and if we're gonna take a look at my images, my matrix, we only have the normal one. We don't have the one from the dark mission. Well, that's easily fixed because in every part of my LP I just go to the pause menu and show what mission we're going to do, which is actually really helpful for me because I'm gonna use this for the menu actually for the picture and stuff. So what I usually do is go to video preview and external monitor, then use the print screen, and do this back again. Then we go to paint.net. Then we're going to paste this and expand canvas. You can see I have two screens if you don't believe me, two monitors. And then we're going to get this and cut it. Now we're going to open the one, like I have one that is a paint.net file, so you don't have to exactly complete it over and over and over again. So you can go to missions, just delete this, paste it, and should be more or less just enlarge a little bit like this, and should be fine. Now I save this as a PNG file because this looks just nice. So this is Matte Matrix, the dark mission. Matte Matrix dark. Let's see what does Matte Matrix dark. So this is good and everything. You can delete this and delete this if you want, because we aren't gonna use it anymore. Unless you wanted the level icon, but that's pretty easy to do. Let's see the Matte Matrix right here. Basically what you're gonna do is go to, if you have the loading screen right here, you can just go to external monitor, print screen, cut this away and put it right here in the what side what mission point for Graph and Eric. Well then, what we're gonna do is insert two new video tracks right here, and take a look where I need. And we need to right here. Let's drag it a little bit to the left, and import the Matte Matrix dark mission, which is right here. Matte Matrix dark right here. Now let's put it on the timeline. Make it a little bit to the left, a little bit, well that works too. Let's go zoom in and drag it a little bit to about 8. That's perfect. But it seems to know that it's way too big for this. Just like the Black Doom, go to track motion and make it smaller. Like this, and drag it over here. So you can see what we need to do pretty easily. And the only thing we have left is the amount of points for name rank, but I'm going to listen to that for a second. Activate all of the bombs, and the amount of points for name rank is 4,000 points. 4,000? Just? Yeah. Some of the missions don't have many points. Well, thank God this doesn't have many points, because this pretty annoying mission, as you will see later on in the LP part. So you see right at 30,000 points, but this one isn't that many, so we're going to delete this and change it to 4,000 points. And make this about 8. Drag it a little bit to the left. Perfect. Now, if correctly, this should be the entire menu completed. This time on the Matte Matrix, we're going to follow Black Doom, which is the dark side. And we need to activate all of the bombs. And the amount of points for name rank is 4,000 points. Perfect. Perfect. Well, it's basically easily done. Now I can just go drag all of this, blah 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 blah. But let's just say I have an aim rank at some point. Well, I can guess, do I get an aim rank for this? Well, no one should know. You gotta see to the end, I guess. Well, we only need 4,000 points, but it shouldn't be that difficult. Let's just say I got an A rank for, well, meaning SPO. Let's just say SPO right here. Put an A rank count on the text, make sure not on these, because you know it will be just really small. So we're gonna drag it one down so the text all big and stuff. So let's change it to 62 because the next A rank. A rank is next 62. Let's take a look at SPO after this. Now we're gonna drag this here and right here. Now if you have and this should be perfect, so 62 and it will disappear when SPO is done talking. But if you don't have any A ranks left in this part, what I usually do is go to save preset, so it will stay at 62 instead of going back to 61 and then I lose the count, which I previously did lose the count. But this time is correctly, this time it's 62 or 61, whatever it's called. But we don't have to do this anymore. So that's basically done. And at the ending of this right here, when you're done with the part and editing it and everything. For some strange reason, I think I did it wrong somewhere. No, it's just fine, huh? For some strange reason, this all the way like this. I guess I was too late with pressing the stop recording button. But it's no worries. Okay, so let's say we're done. So we're going. Just the last thing I do is add the title to the part. So we're going to drag this all the way. I am Idol Meat. After this flash. Well, I can see it right here, but right here. This part at the title, right on the text. Again, on the text because, you know, if you don't, then it will be really small. Take a look at this. You It's just, well, ridiculous. So let's go into back on the text, and then change it into whatever part it is. This is part 32. So we're going to delete this, and yeah, change to whatever you feel like. Whatever you feel like. Well, mostly I start with a capital letter and then every word. Let's go to what the doom. This is a domo. What the doom? Well, that's a pretty lame title. I'm going to change for something different, something with bombs, because we're doing that bomb mission probably. But well, it depends what I say in that mission. So that's basically it. So that's basically how I added in shadow parts all the way. It takes a lot of work, but once you get used to it, it's pretty easy to do. And I also just listen to the entire part and synchronize it up, and I add a goofy sound effect here and there. But most of the time I don't have to, unless I say it to myself, or if I have to add a goofy sound effect. Like insert goofy sound effect, yeah. That's why I add a goofy sound effect, yeah. So that is a shadow part. I'm going to save this so it doesn't save the editing for me. Let's change it to part 32. And save it to a desktop, sure, why not.